morning, my name is Sydney Armstrong and this is the Delta Collegiate News. Today we'll be discussing Trump's latest actions in the office. President Trump's executive order aimed at reforming the nation's elections is now facing legal challenges. Two separate lawsuits were filed today, arguing that the order is unconstitutional. The first lawsuit was brought by the Democratic National Committee and nonprofit groups like the Campaign Legal Center. They claim the order oversteps the president's authority, particularly with provisions like a proof of citizenship requirement for voter registration and new ballot deadline rules. Critics say these changes could restrict voting access and disenfranchise millions of Americans. The lawsuits point to the Constitution's election clause, which gives states, not the president, the authority to determine the times, places, and manner of elections. Legal experts argue the executive order exceeds the president's power, especially in areas that fall under the jurisdiction of independent agencies like the U.S. Election Assistance Commission. As Congress considers potential new laws on voter registration, the outcome of these legal challenges could have a major impact on future election laws and the balance of power between the president, Congress, and the states. President Trump is set to unveil new tariffs this week, and global markets are bracing for impact. Critics warn these tariffs could lead to a global trade war, with countries like China, Canada, and the European Union likely to retaliate. Trump has said the tariffs will be very kind, but insists they're necessary to protect the U.S. economy, which he claims has been taken advantage of for years. Some Republican senators, including Susan Collins of Maine, are opposed to the tariffs, especially on Canada, fearing the negative effects on local businesses. Collins is even considering backing a resolution to block the tariffs. Meanwhile, China, South Korea, and Japan have strengthened trade relations among themselves ahead of Trump's announcement. Trump says he's not worried that this push will allies closer to China. The uncertainty has caused market swings, with European and Asian markets closing lower, while U.S. indexes like Dow and S&P 500 saw slight gains. Goldman Sachs has raised recession fears, while China, Canada, and the EU are preparing their own countermeasures. Trump could also announce sector-specific tariffs on goods like pharmaceuticals and semiconductors, with car tariffs set to start Thursday. As the situation develops, experts are watching closely for further moves from the White House. As always, stay safe, stay informed, and take care. This is Sydney Armstrong with the Delta Collegiate signing off.